I want some good old-fashioned yelling on the internet. That's all.
Well, we got that, at least at the beginning.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of the show, fellas.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, should we switch back to Discord?
Yeah,
let's do it. Let's just piece this out. Okay. Can we just let's just make this go away. All right. Let's check back in. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back on Discord.
All right.
Oh, excuse me. That was rude. I think I just burped into the microphone. I apologize. I apologize for that. We have. Should we take a couple of callers first, or?
Yeah, I think we should go ahead and take in the callers because they've been waiting a long time, and that retard wouldn't shut the fuck up. So yeah.
All right, let's take in some callers. We have super chats to read. I will read them all. I will read them all. We have PewDiePie's video. I know, obviously, some people are probably, that was the. We kicked it off with the main event there, but I hope you'll stick around. A lot of you guys. We still have plenty more topics to come. Let's see. Okay. Tom Bahat, you're on the air on the kill stream.
Hey, I'm fucking sick of hearing the same dozen arguments towards Jim again, where it's like, oh, you could be better, Jim. Oh, why don't you do this?
Literally using the Sargon argument.
And he's not the only one. I was so sick of hearing that fucking argument. He wants to do what he wants. Let him do what he wants. And then he did the whole, like, oh, none of you guys will do something that's relevant ever. None of this is going to be relevant. Who cares?
I wasn't trying to go down in this one. I was just trying to have some fun with the internet. So mad. I knew it was going to make a name. I didn't realize it would make a edit. It's so good.
Don't you know he's trying to save Western civilization now?
Jim, just think about what he did. Jim's always been the same person.
Yeah.
Talking shit on the internet. Some asshole on the internet. That's what he used to say.
Yeah, that's all he's ever been. Sometimes he wants to play video games.
It makes people really angry for some reason. Why aren't you doing what we want you to do, Jim?
I don't know.
Why don't you do it?
And then he's like, oh, you're a traitor to Donka. Donka was never interesting to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole, I understand some people, Ralph, why don't you take out, Donka or whatever.
He was only good because he was managed to get, like, fights on every day for, like, 5 months. And then the fights ran out, so he turned on everyone else.
Enemy force detected.
And the whole host drama and stuff, obviously that fucked up their show. We could talk about that forever. And guess what? We have talked about this on the kill stream many, many times. Not just last night, not just last week, over the months. Now have I, been, oh, get your pitchforks and go get them? No, but, I've put my criticisms out there.
You three never hate each other. If you guys are having issues, you need to all get together and talk it out, because I don't want you to go down the same path.
That's never going to happen. First off, we never really had.
Right, yeah.
But if we ever did, it would not.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, well, anything, I guess, you never know.
No, maybe you'll get really drunk one day, Ralph.
I'm just saying, if we ever have issues, they'll definitely be hashed out behind the scenes, and it won't be for public consumption.
That's good.
We have a good. I mean, we actually like each other. I think that helps too.
That also helps. Just a little bit. Yeah, and you got fucking and forget Jim. You got Keemstar. You got Dick Masterson, who's been around constantly for 10 years apparently.
Yeah. Jim's definitely added to the show.
Smoke generator activated.
Yeah. There's nights Jim's not on here. Plenty of nights, and we still do pretty well. And I don't know.
Dick plugs your show on his podcast.
Torpedoes to starboard. Problem solved, sir.
There's a lot.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Watching the show right now. stream and just interacting in chat. I think our chat helps make the program as well.
Right.
I don't know if
they
it
do.
ends. It could end tomorrow, man. You never know. But I think we're in a pretty good spot.
You guys are. You're in a great spot. You found a way to make it work.
Like you said, knock on wood, and it'll continue. Tom Bahat, thank you very much for comments.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here.
Should we take it in Caligula?
Here?
You never felt me too low or too loud.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Ghost of Caligula, you're on the air.
I love it.
Well, it was quite the opener, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that was pretty good. And you wow, this fucking past week. I love it. I love it. I love it. You got Boogie via stream sniping to show up on your stream. That was pretty good.
Bookie, I mean, he was a pretty
I have
good
to say that was the chat.
Yeah, chat. We can't take credit. I mean, we did actually. Speaking of ideas that Jim is responsible for, he said stream snipe it in chat, and I was like, okay. So we stream sniped it, and then that, like you said, the chat took it from there. Chat took it right from there.
Yeah, and that fucking now I want to see that PewDiePie versus the Better L because it's a de facto versus DeFranco, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna watch that. Oh wow. I think we're gonna watch that next. Actually, do we have a? Yeah, I do have it pulled up. I think we're gonna watch that next.
Who would thought that the guy that put like gigantic tits in order to get view would be disingenuous, huh?
Oh no, shocking.
He looks like the fucking Simple Plan singer. I'm just a kid and my life is a nightmare.
Oh my god. Caligula, what else you got real quick? I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to play the PewDiePie video. So
I'm just glad that you're going back. I mean, that you blew up first and that now you're going back to having like Spurs arguing. And that's always good.
It's good to have a little bit of that every once in a while. It's been a while since we've had just a good old-fashioned spurg out here on the stream.
I love it. So, yeah, you have a great night, guys. L the kill stream, all the roads lead to the retort. And, yeah, I'm going to sunset myself.
Thank you very much, Caligula. It's been a week or so since Caligula's been on here.
It's been a while.
Always good to hear from him. You know, I never thought I would miss Kenny from last night, but there were certain portions during that opening segment. Just like, I think I even wrote on screen, can we get Kenny back in here? Because this is...
Let's show them what we're made of. Action stations. Much obliged.
And viewers who are in the chat. Oh, somebody said, how do I get the Discord? Casual Kevin.
Good luck, everyone.
So,
what rotten luck.
Chats, just so I'm not... Just so I can catch up. There are several. Thank you for that. Where's that at? Let's see. Apologize. Penguin LOL says, have you shouted out Sean Ranklin? Ralph just did. My foreskin is missing says, look at Mississippi school band mock cop shooting. Destiny is now talking shit about you guys. Flamingo said, what? Oh, wow. Good. We needed... That's another thing. I was talking to Zidane and Gator about this before the show. One thing we've been blessed with is people just keep giving us content.
Denied.
Like Diogenes tonight. I was literally asleep from, I don't know, about 4 until 8.
Position.
And knew nothing of what Diogenes was doing. Knew nothing about it. And I woke up to that. To him setting that up for the show with his spurgery on Twitter. He did that, and I was like, wow, good. That's about half a show's worth right there. And he set it up on his own. Then Destiny's talking shit, and it just keeps getting better and better, gentlemen.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. right, let's just start the video. I'll catch back up.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Reckless rendition at the end of the show. But I will. And I'll get through some for it. Alright, you got the link, gentlemen?
The PewDiePie video, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, you got to pull it up?
Of course.
Alright, let's hit it. Right on.
Special news segment. Special news segment. Special. Good evening, I'm Poppy Harlow, here for your special news segment. Any YouTuber mentioned in this video is just for context. I am not dragging these people. It's just context. Full disclaimer, guys. Just context. No, for real, it is just context. I think if this story goes mainstream, which it very likely will, it will have a negative impact on YouTubers. What am I talking about? Well, of course, BetterHelp. You've already heard about it from your favorite YouTuber.
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp. You better help.
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp. BetterHelp.
There is a list of over 100 YouTubers who have promoted this website. It's been all over Reddit, my own subreddit. I always see these ads. Try online therapy. Try online therapy and you too can grow a magnificent beard just like this guy. Well, what is BetterHelp? Well, it's been marketed as cheap, affordable, and private with a professional.
By the way, can we pause it for a sec? Did they already do the, because I had it off screen and was just listening to it. Did they already do the Kiwi Farm shout out where he scrolled? Because I saw the first 5 minutes of this. I think they already did. They already did the Kiwi Farms.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Well, maybe it's coming up. He does shout out Kiwi Farms at a certain point. So we'll see. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil. Oh, they're saying he already did it. Okay. Sorry, I was listening off screen and trying to read chat as well. So, all right, let's continue.
That's right. I discussed BetterHelp in a previous video where I first heard about it, and I was cautious about calling it a scam because I've seen not just YouTubers but actual therapists chilling themselves. By the way, this video is sponsored by online therapy. So what's wrong with BetterHelp then? You can have online therapy without leaving your house. You can have therapy at home. That's great. That sounds almost too good to be true. Well, yes, because it is. With BetterHelp, they have attempted to mass-produce therapy. They pride on having 4 million users, and they've gathered this many users by saying this. If you sign up for BetterHelp, you'll pay only $65. Whereas if you go to an actual therapist and meet face-to-face, you'll be paying $250. So look how much money you are saving by using BetterHelp instead of face-to-face therapy. However, in their own terms of service, they acknowledge that if you are using this site, it is not a complete substitute for face-to-face examination and for a session by a professional. So it's marketed as a substitute for therapy, when in reality, it's an addition to therapy. Look how much money you are saving by not going to therapy. Multiplied by YouTube. When you subscribe to BetterHelp, let's say you pick the most.
Let's pause it at 2:43. We have to do our fair use thing. How bad is this? Slapping them silly.
It's fucking terrible. It's also terrible for Billy D, because he came out today
and he uses it himself.
Yeah, okay.
Philly D used this service. What did he say? What did he say? This helps me be the real me or something. Oh my god.
Can we? Wouldn't he has to?
If he was smart, he'd drop this like a hot rock. Never speak of it again. He's in too deep because he's already promised to go there with a fucking journalist and all this stuff.
That and his company's tied to it.
Fire!
He admitted to that.
Now, Corner also put out a video. We haven't got to that yet. I heard he was calling people out to debate him on the stream earlier about this. Is that true?
Oh yeah, he actually, yeah, I saw a tweet by him and
Problem
was saying
solved,
that
sir.
I think it was I'm drunk, debate me.
Maybe he should come on the kill stream.
I mean, have you seen that video?
No, I actually haven't watched it. I saw the title though. I just said cornering no.
Cornering did not do a good job on it. It's completely off base.
Well, we'd like to have him on. You know, he's come on here a lot of times. I don't have a personal issue with him. I understand that he's gone. Anyway, let's continue at 240.
$65 per week, but you are billed monthly. So when the 7-day trial runs out, you're immediately billed $260. So let's say you sign up for BetterHelp for a 7-day free trial. As soon as that trial ends, you are charged immediately with the full price of a month, $260. And even if you immediately cancel, you're still charged. And there's a lot of reviews that reinforce this. BetterHelp says, how long will I use this service?
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
We'll just charge you for the full month anyway. Now, I've seen comments saying that if you contact them, they will pay you back. So if you lost money signing up for this, please do reach out. BetterHelp also says that we'll find you another therapist. You just do this quick questionnaire and we'll find the right person for you. But we also say we cannot assess whether the use of the counselor is right and suitable for your needs. So what do? They don't take accountability for anything. You can find a therapist.
So just what exactly is it that BetterHelp does? Oh, they take your money. They're pretty good at that. They're pretty good at taking your money.
That's about it.
Yeah, they're great at that. One service they offer. They will drain your bank account. That's true. Okay. All right, 348. And your data. Pamsel and chat said, oh my god. All right, 348. Let's continue.
That does phone calls. BetterHelp says themselves that they give no warranty for their willingness to give advice. They make no warranty whether what they say is even relevant, correct, relevant again, satisfactory. They don't take responsibility for anything. How convenient. On review sites, it says that BetterHelp is 21% negative. So if someone says BetterHelp really worked for me, that's because they had a good therapist, not because BetterHelp accountability for any of their counselors. Which then they say themselves that they don't diagnose. The platform is not intended.
Let's pause at 437. Yeah, if they don't take responsibility for the bad people they hook you up with, how can they take responsibility for the good people?
Somebody else brought that up before.
Yeah.
Our stations, concentrate fire.
Bad experiences you had.
Then you have really questionable videos of YouTubers saying,
I suffer with binge eating, which I do want to talk to you guys about because I was officially diagnosed by my therapist.
Diagnosed.
If you guys have ever heard of BetterHelp.com.
Oh, really? So you were officially diagnosed?
No, wait. Is this the deep throat of BetterHelp? What would her name? What would her name be? Deep Fraud. I think that's what we'll call her instead of Deep Throat. Deep Fraud. All right, Deep Fraud. Do we have any more?
By a therapist. Therapists should not diagnose you that way, and BetterHelp themselves say that, but still.
Is that actually? That is. They got me. They got
me. Never actually received any therapy. We just kept setting appointments and he just kept missing them and not giving me any warning or any real reason, and was really unprofessional in his messages. So I'm seeing BetterHelp everywhere and I'm getting flashbacks.
Obviously.
Wait, Gator, can we play the gotcha bitch? Do you have that up?
I think you went AFK.
Okay. God damn it, we needed that. I'll look for it on my own. Alright, let's continue. 529.
If you meet a therapist face to face, you can still have bad experiences. But if BetterHelp themselves doesn't take any accountability of finding you the right therapist or any accountability for the actions of their therapist, then what's the point? What do they do besides charging you? It just came to my attention that I missed a portion of the terms of service. This one is deeply concerning. And guess why I missed it? They deleted it just a few days ago. How convenient. This one says that they don't guarantee the verification of the skills, degrees, qualifications, certification, credentials, competence, or background of any counselor. With BetterHelp, you'll be talking to professionals. Just beware that it's your responsibility to determine whether they are or not. It's your responsibility to determine whether they have any degree or qualification or certification or all these things. What does BetterHelp do besides selling you a product that doesn't exist, that they don't sell? A lot of reviews have spoken about this, saying that their counselors was really questionable, with all kinds of crazy stories. And considering how little the actual therapist using BetterHelp gets paid, it's obvious that you're not gonna get the best service. People even saying that they most likely just talk to another person. Their therapist just changed throughout the year, and they don't even know who they were talking to anymore. Now, I can't.
So they literally hand you off to other people? What is this?
Well, technically, you don't know who you're talking to unless you do the video conferencing, right? So if you're just doing it through text, the guy just trades you off.
Oh my god.
You have no idea.
Trades you off like some cheap street corner whore. Just trading you around. You don't even know who you're talking to. Oh man. Ugh. 657. This is just... Well, they're finally they're getting all the they say, Zidane, they say there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? What do you think about it?
Gotcha, bitch.
There it is.
Show them what we've got, chaps.
657. I mean, I guess if you're, you know, a shitlord tabloid scumbag like me, I guess someone's but for BetterHelp, I think.
Good luck, everyone.
All right, 657.
Much obliged.
Vouch that these reviews are legit. Obviously, they're anonymous.
Engine boost
but
activated.
If you want to do that argument, neither of the good reviews are legit either. If you go to BetterHelp's own website, their testimonies, they are filled with testimonies. Most of them starting off with text saying Joel was excellent, referring to their therapist. Alex has been so helpful. She is very understanding, referring to their therapist. Jerry is empathetic. While you scroll down and you find this guy.
Julian says that BetterHelp.com is a reliable online platform to receive therapy. It can be easier and safer to communicate with a licensed psychologist from home than at an office. A therapist of theirs, Lauren McCoy, is attentive and does ask the right questions. You needn't stay alone.
Jesus. You needn't stay alone. And notice how he says, Julian says.
Julian says that BetterHelp.
Who's Julian? His therapist is Lauren. Is he Julian? Is he referring to himself? Is he reading the script so badly?
Now The Rock says this.
What is this site? What is going on here? The cherry on the top here is that in their terms of service, they can share your data. And anything talking about mental health related, that's really not a problem if that's public information, right? I mean, the whole idea of having online therapy with an online this is a bad idea in general. Why is my accent so low? Now, this is some of the reasons that I found out that BetterHelp is not what they are saying it is. There's a lot of more information and a lot of more crazy things that I don't want to bring up, but there's a lot of suspicious activity, to say the least. For me, where this whole thing gets the most messed up is the market. When I first heard about BetterHelp, I was immediately skeptical because I've been approached by a similar app a year ago, and a very few selected people told me this app is not what they are saying it is. Luckily, the app didn't cost any money, and luckily, I didn't take the money for the promo. For some reason, I read that it was a bad idea taking money for mental health issues, and how so many YouTubers make these. It's just horrible. Or maybe it shouldn't be. There's over 100. But the most concerning thing about it is I think that's fine, but they are paid per person that signs up to it. Not just a little money. It's been confirmed that YouTubers have paid per person that they get to sign up for BetterHelp. $200. That's a lot of money. Just get a
destroyed their destroyer. Off to a cracking start.
To sign up for this service.
Now let's pause at 950. What's the over-under? Chili DeFranco is man.
Engine boost deactivated.
I think
Problem solved, sir.
Tied to his affiliate link. He just gets money for that.
And then
his own.
Yeah, and he talked about last night in his video. He went back to. There's no telling how much money he's made off this.
Yeah, he probably was like, listen, I got all these people. They're all using my affiliate link. Let's up the.
So, a couple people, I think Pericles in the chat, put it at 500K, over under 500K. Yeah, I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over on that all day, every day. All right, 950, let's continue.
In my video, when I memed better health, I was just joking. By the way, guys, everyone is a sociopath. Enter the code Shane for your cheaper online therapy today. I would never have guessed it was actually this was the case. So this leads to a lot of the sponsored videos of these 100 of YouTubers being about mental health, which actually be a good thing. But they are made so that people sign up for the website.
I'm Scott for Depression to Expression. If you're looking for anything to miss out on, don't miss out on this. Welcome to Expression. And completely serious. Before we start, I have so much respect for each and every one of you for watching.
As we know, I've been in therapy. I've been just dealing with a lot of stuff that I need to deal with, and I feel good. Anyways, I feel good.
So you can access professional, affordable, and convenient counseling.
I just hit a wall where it was gotten so bad that it was basically either stop making videos or disappear.
Also, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. More information about that at the end of this video.
I believe having a healthy mind should be a top priority. At least for myself. A healthy mind leads to a healthy life.
But before you guys go, I just want to share with you BetterHelp.
It may seem like to gain a clear perspective. You no longer need.
You can't skateboard anymore. You're too sad. BetterHelp can help you. You don't even want to shred anymore. 11:22.
Feel the suffering. Counselors at BetterHelp are on your side.
My father did 70, 80, 90-hour work weeks with travel in between. Of course she got burned out.
And I'm so unfucking ass!
In light of this video, I'm working with BetterHelp to help you.
Let's disagree with you there.
If you can help people and get paid at the same time, what's wrong with that? Recently, there's been a big topic on YouTube about mental health. 10 YouTubers fighting mental health. I talked about this topic because I don't want people chasing phantom dragons. I don't want to chasing the dragon. This is such a common misconception that somehow if you get rich and famous, all your problems. When in reality, these are just cravings. If a service like BetterHelp existed, they should take accountability for their counselors' actions. It should be in their best interest but in their terms of service, they say that they don't. And this is obviously because they're mass producing it. And they definitely should not market themselves as a substitute for it. And then at the same time say that they are hidden in their terms of service. And YouTubers should not take a deal like you said if it's for mental health. Or at the very least then disclaim that.
Alright, let's pause it there. Pretty much everything he said in the video is YouTubers kind of soft. So he did say, I don't say everybody's, clean on this. But it's kind of like literally everything else he said in this video.
He basically took everything, condensed it, and made need a good timeline of everything.
Yeah, this is, and it's put out by the biggest YouTuber. Period.
Yeah, so people are gonna have to know.
That's not the I mean, PewDiePie may be watching, but that's not his account. Some of the stuff, especially earlier on in the video, I think he's probably seen a little bit of kills from, but that's not him in the chat. So he wanted me to ban him. I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm not gonna ban fake Wayne.
Like,
I don't know. I hear him on Matt streaming.
Anti-aircraft gun crews.
I even want to snipe Matt. Somebody said 58.
Fire.
I don't know.
Problem solved, sir.
Well, maybe.
we can check it out.
I won't roll it out. All right, we got about 40 seconds left. By the way, I was about to bring Dark B on, and he left. I don't know. He actually other stuff going on. He's not a need, so maybe he couldn't hang around. I apologize.
I was slammed by mainstream.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
My descriptions, which I've never even mentioned.
Fire!
What is this whole better help? I mean, you can't just treat your fans like dollar signs. What kind of person would do that? It's disgusting, and I don't understand why anyone would do that. My fans, I treat with respect, and I would never sell them anything, ever. Check out the merch, guys. Link in the description, please. The campaign is only 9 days left.
Yes, who would shill their merchandise on their program? I can't understand what kind of post the link in the chat. That's shady type behavior there. I would never support.
Engine boost activated.
We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was on the screen right now. Sorry, I apologize for that. Okay. Are we really gonna snipe that?
Let's see what he's talking about.
What is he on Twitch?
No, I think it's on YouTube.
Remember, chat asked for this. Pretty sure it's gonna be worth it. Wow, he just jumped 40 viewers since we said we were gonna snipe him. I don't know how long. Let's just see what he's talking about.
Oh, I have it on already. It's,
They've been, making the claims, and the Young Turks are making the claims, and
you're gonna like this.
I think some places are going to turn blue. I think other places are going to stay red, or some blue places might turn red. It all depends on who runs the race. I have no idea. I don't want to get ahead of that shit. So there's that. I don't want to get like too far ahead of myself on that one.
Talking politics
because I don't really feel like
the blue wave.
It's worth entire respect.
Can we really do this? I don't even know if I have the stomach to listen to this.
All right. But I'm hoping that it gets to be pretty. Let's see here. Mike's comment about been any nice streams? Yeah, a couple. So let's see.
Actually, we're helping him out.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are funny.
We better stop before he flags us. I don't know if we should continue with this.
So, show something on screen's boring. Oh, I'm just looking through some shit.
Is he filling out the report right now?
He's like looking at.
Oh man. All right, we'll stop. We'll stop. We're just checking in, man. We're just checking in. Don't strike us. Oy vey, don't strike us, brother. We're just trying to help you out.
It was a wellness check.
Yeah. BetterHelp sent us. Use our referral code.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
What'd he say?
They're coming in from Ralph.
Okay.
So it's what it kind of feels like at this point. Oh well.
We'll leave you alone, man. I almost feel bad. We'll leave you alone, man.
Carl Benjamin said, "Yeah, okay. I don't think."
Carl Benjamin. Yes. Everybody say Sargon of God sent them.
Yeah, Sargon sent me.
You're typing in there. I see you typing.
Oh wow, you guys are funny. Anyway, let me get back to what I was reading here. I saved up the Supreme Court story, and then.
All right, yeah, we're good.
Oh great. What? I don't want to hear his take on.
Yeah, we're good. Look, we're good. we just tossed him about 300 viewers, so I guess we helped him out. It's like kicking a dying animal.
Action stations.
It's really that entertaining.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Hopefully, I guess if we get flagged, you know where that came from.
Much obliged.
What else did we have?
I owe you one.
Kanye West to lunch with Donald Trump this week. Kanye West is to meet U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday. The White House has confirmed the two men are expected to discuss prison reform, gang violence, and manufacturing resurgence in the United States. The meeting will take place less than 4 weeks before the midterm elections in November. The rapper, who has been a vocal supporter of Mr. Trump, will also meet White House senior advisor Jared Kushner, Mr. Trump's son.
We will make America great again.
Now, you know, there's an opening at the UN ambassadorship. Do you think maybe Kanye could fill it up?
Yeah, why not? That'd be great.
I'd rather have him as UN ambassador than Nikki Haley, to be honest with you.
Oh God, I'm glad the fucking Curry neocon is gone.
Oh God, I was actually lived in South Carolina while she was governor, though. Almost the whole time I lived there. Not a fan. Not a fan of neocon Nikki. I'm really not.
It's probably the best news today. She's gone.
Nobody in South Carolina likes her. She went in. She basically ran as a party for the governorship. Got it. They did everything in her power. South Carolina. By the time she left the governorship, they kind of changed.
I actually think
smoke screen set.
Excuse me, I've been told we're getting. They're sniping the snipers.
This.
Quartering. What are you doing? What are you doing, big guy?
Hi.
Really? Is he up?
Yeah. Fuck off, Ralph. Get sniped.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
Oh, Ralph. Where is it, Ralph? How do I?
All right, I want to mute it because it'll get confusing. It says he's playing Dragon Quest.
I gotta figure this out.
Are you gonna charity donations again, Jeremy? Just playing, sir. Just playing.
I know Ralph's waiting for me to say something mean about him, but I actually really like him.
Oh, quartering's okay.
I want all of Ralph's charity donations. No, I think
team has taken the lead.
This is something we didn't get to cover yesterday. Drummer in the chat said Ralph is true about you. Fuck this tool. I didn't hear it. I don't know what he said.
Reporting a target's position.
If you want to recount it to me, I'm not sure. Listen, quartering's high as fuck.
So he's the quartering.
I didn't hear. I did see his. Well, I saw
Yes, please.
Torpedoes to port.
We're Hicks posting now. Hicks stream.
I think she's having the same job she did at the White House, media coordinator or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I read too.
Oh, Hicks did nothing wrong.
We forgot to bring it over. Actually, we didn't forget 5 hours. So we didn't get it up. This guy's been here.
Reporting a target's position.
Why are you sucking his buddy Jim's cock, man? Like, you were getting his buddy involved.
The enemy battleship destroyed.
Yeah. So I just wanted to mention about that Franklin stuff. He was
I can interject in real quick and say that the sad part is that he's going to declare that as a victory because we made a joke at his expense.
Yeah.
How pathetic he is.
Either way, I was gonna say, like, he had a reminder that one video where he was saying how they got in contact around with his back.
Yeah, to me that was probably the most damning.
So then he's going on and also saying that how he's going to also bring a reporter there or a journal. And I'm thinking, like, is the journal going there free? Because if the journal is not going there free, obviously he's being paid. And I think that's where it's a paid opinion.
Yeah, I mean, are we really gonna trust? I still think if I was him, well, if I was him, first off, I'd be much wealthier, so there would be that. But I would just forget about this stuff. It's really a no-win at this point, especially after PewDiePie's video. I really don't see what he can do.
Yeah. All right, and my final comment. Yesterday, I couldn't get on to say it, but Rip Boogie, he died on Canadian Thanksgiving, the last food coma. All right, you
we'll always honor his memory. Thank you, sir. Why don't you pick some?
Sure. There we go. Let me just move them to. Lagoni, what's up?
Well, I guess it's good evening, guys.
Well, I mean, technically it's morning. It's 12:37 a.m. out here on the East Coast.
It's 6:30, yeah. So yeah, it's early for us. How are you guys?
Where you at?
South Africa.
Oh God, what did I say?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Goodwill announced situation in the 2019 I said and I said, go and pray that all those who are against you will be over the land. God must make them to fight by themselves. Even now, which is next year, anyone who wants to be voted for or elected by us, I'm going to talk now. Anyone who wants to be voted by us must come and kneel here. They must kneel before the Zulu King and commit that I will never touch your land. What do you think about the Zulu King?
Well, you know why he's teaming up with Afrin for...
Because he has a lot of land and he doesn't want them to take it. That's one thing.
Yeah, but you know how he got that lot of land, right?
Why don't you
Smoke generator activated.
Okay, well, back in apartheid, we actually had something called we called it Tasteline.
Smoke screen set.
It translates from English to homelands, where they actually gave like a lot of black meat land that it acted like a miniature kingdom within the borders of South Africa, and the Zulu actually got a fair chunk of land from the apartheid government, and they kept that land when we transitioned from apartheid South Africa to democracy South Africa. And well, guess what? People want land, and he has like a fucked up of that now, and he doesn't want to give that up. And our last Yeah. The dude that literally bought himself a $27 million house
on the taxpayer dime.
Yeah. But the top point of that, he did that like it came out like 2 or 3 months before the election, and the dumb fucks voted him back into office after that. So yeah, we have like a very small voter base here. But anyway, he was like in with the Zulu King, and yeah, they didn't touch him when he was president. And now that he's off, they're going for blood. But yeah, like I said this to Randbot here, shit is getting serious here in South Africa. They're denying gun licenses to like they declined like 300 gun licenses here because of police incompetence. I mean, I myself was a victim of this. They refused to grant me a license for gun. And they refused to give a reason for this, but then again, the gun I applied for wasn't your average fucking bolt-action rifle or a pistol. It was a heavy regulated rifle. So yeah, I had to fucking go through several checks.
Now,
and
did
balances.
you end up getting that?
Well, yeah, no, it's actually a big fucking joke. The rifle I actually applied for is a 100% Belgian-made FNFAL. It was the serial number is it has like a 4-digit serial number because I think it was like the under 200 rifle to come from Belgium to South Africa. They refused to give this to me because semi-automatic rifles are well, the process for getting them is about as comfortable as getting a fully automatic weapon in America. You have to like go through fucking fingerprints and shit like that, but you also have to like get what is called a dedicated shooter status. But
by the way,
they
chat
to...
said you made a good choice for guns there, Burger. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, Belgian guns are pretty damn good, but second, I love fucking American guns. American guns are like second only to Belgian guns. It's from all the guns I own, like 2 of them are fucking American guns. They're awesome, but it's like so heavily regulated, and they don't want people to have guns here. And I mean, when you listen to people talk about gun control, like they always bring up Australia and the UK and this. Well, South Africa, we have those gun laws from Australia, from the UK, from Canada. They're shooting each other in the streets. Like, you hear gunshots almost every day if you fucking drive in the right areas. Shit like this doesn't work. The country's literally turning into a fucking war zone here, and this is the sad
So
thing.
it's
I mean,
Chicago.
Yeah, well, I realized that a year from now, you guys will all be here. You will be laughing. You will be having a blast in this, and I might not be here in a year from now. I might be fucking lying in a mass grave somewhere because my country.
Well, don't. Well, hopefully
you'll be all right, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the reality I faced, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I give zero shits. But yeah, I'm not going to start like going crazy or shit. But I mean, this is the grim reality we live with here in South Africa. I mean, I can tell you that people are saying shit that is happening here. It's fake, and yeah, it's made up. It is. And I heard listen to that tranny Riley Dennis talk about how white hate crime doesn't exist. I'll give the chat an example. I'll leave the race out of this. You tell me, or I'll tell you a story. This happened. That there was a group of people that came into a house. They raped the mother. They placed a plastic bag over the father's head. Which they set on fire, and they had a child while they were busy taking turns gang raping the mother. They took, I think it was like a 3-year-old boy, and they threw him in a bathtub full of scalding hot water. It was so bad that when the first responders came on scene, they couldn't get him out of the bathtub because his skin was like sticking to the bottom of the stud where they picked him.
Jesus Christ.
And if I told you that this was a group of white men that did this to a black family, people would be going insane and say, oh, race crime, race crime, race crime. But this was a group of black men that did this to a white family, and to my knowledge, these individuals they've never been caught. And I mean, it just makes you pissed off when somebody goes, oh yeah, no, shit like that does not happen. I mean, and I myself used to live on a farm. My mom was actually had a lot of fucking common sense. She sold sold our family farm before any of this shit ever happened, because yeah, she's actually pretty smart.
She saw the writing on the wall, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but when I was living on the farm, they were like going out a lot. And I was this happened a long time ago, and we had this like little black pug that she was my mom's baby. She passed away like a few months ago, but anyway, this dog went like on a barking spree when I was home alone. And yeah, well, normally when I sleep home alone, I have a loaded gun next to me. And this time it was like a fucking 60-year-old rifle or a shotgun. I can't remember which one it was, because yeah, this happened a while back. And I took the gun and I went to where the dog was barking, and I actually just saw a guy trying to get into our window, into the window. And I didn't even point the gun at him. I had the gun in my hand, and this guy's eyes went big as saucers, and he fucking ran away. And yeah, then I saw, like, I counted with him 2 or 3 other guys, maybe. I think in total there was like 5 guys there, and I completely saw one of them had like an 8K. Now, this is the shit.
You could easily, I mean, you know, you already went full black pill, so I don't feel as bad, but I mean, it could have easily been your last night on Earth there with those people coming to pay you.
Oh yeah, no. And this is the shit we live in. And I'll tell you this, they had to fucking scale like a razor wire. It was like almost a 6-foot razor wire fence. These fuckers had to scale to get in. And yeah, I didn't tell my parents this happened because I didn't want to freak them out, because like I said, here in South Africa, work is not fully available, so they actually had to like fucking travel hundreds of kilometers to go see people because they work with that's how they get. They have to commute. I didn't want them to like fucking feel bad, so I never told them this, and I didn't file a police report for this because I knew what the chances was, because there's a good chance that some of these men actually police departments, because that's another thing. That's where they get their guns. They get them from the army. They get them from the police force. And I mean, you guys can tell me how the fuck is a guy with a fucking bolt-action rifle with 5 bullets supposed to compete with a guy with a fucking fully automatic rifle with 30 rounds? I mean, if those dudes actually had some fucking balls, they could have like overpowered me, but they don't like our responders, because there's a chance they might actually end up getting shot, and they don't like this. But this is the reality we live in South Africa. And
by the way, real quick, because I'm gonna have to wrap you up real quick before you go. By the way, we're gonna have to have you back on, Tom. You just happened to come right at the right moment, because I wanted to talk about South Africa anyway, and you really helped. I just let you go. Most people, I think, were getting a lot from it. There are some people like, oh, okay, move along. But I wanted to let you talk and just give you your full uncensored take there. What do you think about the Zulu thing, though? Do you think that that's gonna slow their expropriation down any, or?
I'll believe it when I see it. The guy that's in charge here doesn't give a shit about them. So yeah, more than likely this is not going to work, and it's not going to win the Zulu King any favors, because he's teaming up with the bad guys, the white guys, the guys that stole the land. And yeah, I mean, this is the image that they paint with us. They are like, you stole our land, you stole our land. And yeah, I don't think he's going to get any sympathy. In fact, this might like paint a fucking target on his head.
We'll see what happens. By the way, we definitely want to have you back. Thank you for calling in. I went ahead and gave you a role in Discord so I could see you in there. So.
Thank you very much. And before I go, I would like to say to you guys are... Yeah, I really love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. And with all this drama and shit, the only thing I want to say is, you remember that the old Top Gear series before they fucked it up, right?
Yes.
The one with Jeremy Clarkson. You guys are the equivalent of this.
Oh, wow. I take that as very high praise.
This is why you guys work. You guys are like a very good team, and even if I don't get on to because you guys start when it's like 4 AM here, so I'll normally get on to the end of the stream in this, but I don't miss a day of kill stream. And if I actually miss the stream, when I play something like Hearts of Iron 4 or Crusader Kings, that doesn't require like
a fellow Paradox Plaza fan. I'm liking it more and more. The more you talk, I just gotta say, yes, that's one of my favorites.
Actually, I suggested this to Wild Smile or something. If you guys want to do like a fucking massive game stream, let's do a Hearts of Iron 4 game stream, and we'll title it "Make the World Fascist," where the goal is to make the this is the one thing I actually fucking legit. I tweeted to Zidane. I played with Bhutan and Hearts of Iron 4.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I fucking managed to get like I conquered fucking Russia on a fucking fluke.
Zidane didn't do as well when he.
No, I was really bad.
When he played.
I fucked up Russia with Bhutan. That's an achievement in itself. But
yeah, thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really do appreciate that.
Stay safe, Black Honey.
Yes, definitely.
Well, thanks, guys. I have an awesome rest of stream. I'm going to you guys never felt my head.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. I kicked you a little early.
Oh, no. I want to say have a good evening.
Oh, you too. That was a good call.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, we'll have to have him back for sure. I was not just saying that. Definitely gonna have him back. Okay, so people wanted me to get to the Warski stuff. Do we have a video? So we have a video of Tonka stuff. The stuff I have from Warski is just from Medicur's feed. I don't have like a full
I think Gator timestamped it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We have a timestamp.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Enemy.
Yeah, that's the timestamp. So should we hit the Warski first?
I think we should hit the taco one first because this is when he makes his claim.
Yeah, this is some drama today. Let's hit the taco club first right now.
Does Sargon own the trademark? And I went, oh, I'm gonna buy the trademark. And everyone's like, no way you're gonna do it. Enemy went by. We're on speakerphone.
They're playing a clip.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Liberalist. And then I smashed my foot up, took some pills, passed out, woke up to a bunch of people wanting to sue me on Reddit. Now I don't know too much about this.
Let's just skip to 150. Are they just playing clips from Warski's liberalist thing? Is that what's happening in this clip?
What they're trying to do here is they're trying to basically make the claim that Warski defrauded people because he ultimately says that he didn't actually get the liberalist trademark, which I don't think anybody actually fucking expected him to.
Okay, so we do have some Warski. I mean, they're playing. That's the claim, right? The Warski. They're saying I guess Tonka's saying he kind of scammed the money, right? That's the
right, that he scammed. His whole claim is that Andy Warski didn't buy the liberalist trademark. He scammed. He made money off of it.
All right, so this Warski thing is timestamped, correct?
That is correct.
Let's hit this. Let's see what Warski's talking about. 101. Let's see the title of the stream there. No wheelchair ramps allowed. All right, let's play it right now.
Oh, by the way, yeah, Andy took money from the liberalist thing. The liberalist thing, right? Tonka has the money, you faggots. Broski's like, you can't Kumite fans out of you trademarking liberalist. I got not one penny from that. Tonka. Call Tonka fucking faggy, the fucking guy with the hat, the alcoholic, fucking who.
Oh shit!
Fucking money show.
Fighter airborne.
And then he drags me through the mud, right? Through the mud, and then I go, and then he fucking goes, sees it. My views are doing well, and he's like, now that I ignored the fuck out of him, and he's like, hey Andy, where's that money from the liberalist trademark? I don't know, maybe it went to pay fucking Tonka's RV. You fucking homo. You fucking can't hold an audience. Schmeckle. Schmeckle really is the nobody of YouTube. He has minus subscribers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you pay more attention to your fucking tall boy of fucking beer than you do your fucking channel, I mean, that tends to become a fucking problem.
Why not both? Why not pay attention to both? Maybe that's the secret of our success here. All right, let's continue.
But hold on, anybody find it funny that after he has an argument with Tonka and after this whole blowout of the bet, that suddenly his channel gets deleted? It gets flagged. You didn't know that his channel got flagged into deletion?
What? What?
Yeah, after he went on the stream, and then exact same day, his channel got flagged to deletion. And just calling him out.
They're calling him out and stuff, right?
Yeah, he went on there and standing up for himself and calling bullshit bullshit.
They owe him money.
But yeah. But yeah.
Alright, we're not gonna go through it. Let's play the clips that I think accusations in the other directions. Had to run an errand. Well, long story short, had to pick my mother up. She had to go to the Coumadin clinic. I won't go into it completely, but she's having heart surgery later this month and stuff. So they're trying to get her. What is it, I forget the initials. INR. I believe her INR level is being messed with the Coumadin. So, all right. Here's Jim's original clip. Right
DMs.
Well,
who knows? Well, this person that I know has straight up DMs and voice messages talking to me. Fuck Zeph. I'll pay you $1,000. Dox him.
Doxing allegation. Here goes another Andy clip.
I lost like $800 having Kuma take out my channel. I lost fucking money.
When Andy gets activated, it's all right, 47.
Tonka's supposed to be paying failure, right? Tonka wasn't paying failure. Tonka owes failure money, let's be honest. Failure says he was paying him. I don't believe it. Because there is another, like I can go into details, but there is a fucking amount of money that can't be possibly what they've made over the last few months. Fucking Tonka. Not paying people. Oh, hey, Tonka. Remember when your buddy, when a pal of yours had no food in the fridge, who does your show all the time, has no food in the fridge to buy anything, and then you don't give him a penny to buy a fucking sandwich, and then you talk about how you bought a camper, an RV, and a car?
Yeah, I think there's one more from Mr. Worski. Let's hit that.
Kazimir Inovich for 2. Women are cancelled. He's talking about when I was bashing Vamp. No, not women. Trannies. Chicks with dicks are cancelled. Oh, Andy, why'd you call me a tranny? Shut your pink-haired mouth, bitch.
Oh, Andy! He's been on the warpath the last couple days. You know, I'll put this offer out here again. Why can't we just, you know, have the conversation here on the kill stream? Does that sound good?
Yeah, novel concept, right?
Yeah, I'm willing to host it. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but we'll see. The offer's out there.
Obviously, Tonka's not going to go on his show. Andy's not going to go on his show.
Yeah, why not?
So, why not have it here? We'll mute and let them just go at each other. They can drop all the shit that they've got on each other. Go ahead, have at it.
I'm down for it. What else do we have? That's all of our main stories. Let's try to take a couple callers.
Oh, this one's for Nora.
Ralph retard.
You said you sound like a merchant right now.
Oh, I apologize. Oh, with me trying to get that going? Yeah, maybe so. Kenny Flintstone, you're on the air in the kill stream.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, man. I wanted to go back to the beginning of the stream when whatever his name's on. I already forgot his name. See, because he's fucking irrelevant.
Oh, well, let's get it right. He was mad I didn't put his name in the title. Diogenes, however you want to say it.
See, I didn't even know who the fuck this was.
Well, that's why I put that in the title. That's why I did that, because I figured most people didn't actually know who he was. So.
Yeah, at the end of the stream, talking about how, you know, he took the moral stance after every single fucking point he had was fucking proven wrong. Or you guys are just gonna profit off drama. I'm gonna whatever that fucking bullshit was. And you were talking about you've done more than he'll ever do. I mean, when has he ever raised $26,000 fucking charity for fucking kids with cancer?
Well,
what has he
look,
done?
I don't want to. So, you know, I do feel like we did a good thing, but I don't want to, you know, just use that. I've seen people on Twitter and in the chat, you know, try to say, well, look at what you guys did, and I do think it's a good thing, but I don't want to use that as like a, you know, credit or a talking point against somebody. So I didn't say anything like that.
I mean, I'm just saying it based on the angle he took.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't want to. We did that for charity, not to just use it for talking points. Not saying, you know, nothing, not putting you down or anything. What you're saying, I'm just saying, personally, I don't want to like hold that over people's heads or whatever.
Oh yeah. One more thing I wanted to say before I went. Just a little observation I made on the BetterHelp stuff. That's okay?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, back in the early days of YouTube, the original whores, I noticed that some of these original whores of YouTube, like Shane Dawson and Philip DeFranco, who were there from the beginning, whoring their content, are the same people years and years later who are now caught up in this BetterHelp stuff.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, never changed. Okay, I'll sunset myself.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. All right, let's take a couple more. What do we have here? I don't know if this guy's never been on. That could be great or terrible. Black, you're on the air on the kill stream.
You there? Black. Black's not here.
He's busy robbing a South African farm right now, so he couldn't get to the line apparently. Let's see. Oh, this person. Oh, you're muted, Counter. We'll give you a second. Oh,
hey, how's it going there, Killstream?
It's going good, man. How you doing?
God, what a freaking train wreck with the whole BetterHelp. That thing refuses to die.
It does, and I think with PewDiePie's video, we just got an extra week worth of material there. So I'm pretty sure more is going to come out.
Oh, I think that's the gift that keeps on giving. All you got to do is just wait for DeFranco to show up with Jim Acosta and say, "Here I am with a legit journalist for this BetterHelp."
Show up with Jim Acosta.
He's gonna go. He's gonna do it. I swear to God.
You say that as a joke, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's CCA.
And then he's gonna back off track because people are saying Jim Acosta's not a legitimate journalist. How dare you? The scum.
Oh my God! Please let that happen.
I'm telling you guys, I think that's the way it's going to roll out. And I don't know if you guys have been reading the chat. I've been saying this for a while, but Boogie is dangerous, man. That guy, I think people underestimate him because he's fucking obese, but that he's a smooth talker.
He's a dangerous individual?
That silver tongue heifer is atomically dangerous.
Now, you know what? I forgot that. First off, I tweeted this out on Twitter. I'm not sure. I don't think I brought it up on the show because we just got right into the Spurgfest. Keemstar has been banned for 7 days on Twitter after the kill stream last night. He promoted our show, went at Philly D. Yes, I talked to him earlier today, and he has a 7-day Twitter ban.
That's it. The big tech mafia, man. They're all converging. Now, here's another question. Like going back to this BetterHelp thing, where the fuck are they getting all this money to pay all these YouTubers? Because to my understanding, BetterHelp sounds like a startup.
It's been active since 2013. That's when the company was founded. However, where they're getting the money is basically from their subscribers, right? So they get people to click the affiliate link, sign up, and then they charge them for a month, a year, whatever, all up front. And don't give refunds unless you complain.
Because if you think about it, right, you're talking about like Boogie was making supposedly $200 per click or per subscription.
Yeah, per referral, per sign up. Yeah.
Right, and that's not including, Philly D Mafia's 10% cut that they're getting off that. And that's not even including all the YouTubers that were a part of this freaking network. So that's a lot of money if you're talking about ad dollars that you're spending per YouTuber, per subscription. And then on top of that, you're talking about an ad contract that you're doing to Philly D. That'd be pretty big.
It's starting to add up. Philly D, you know, said he runs an ad agency too.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
The way he's saying I'm an ad agency, and the way he's saying he's acting as a front. So basically, BetterHelp didn't hire Philly D as a influencer. They hired him as an ad agency, right?
No,
so that means
it's even worse than that.
Right.
His company, his ad agency company, partnered with BetterHelp.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they signed a contract, right?
Yes.
So they signed this long-term contract. God knows for what and what's the scope of it and how much they're paying him for it. And then he's actually acting as a front for BetterHelp. So he's vouching for them to all these YouTubers. That's why they never asked any questions. They just took him at his word. It's a confidence trick.
I agree.
Good luck, everyone.
I don't see how he's got this honest reputation. I mean, I haven't seen it. I mean, I'm not an expert on his whole career or anything either, but he seems like a fast-talking shill to me.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. We'll see where it comes up next week. Guys, amazing job. Great stream. I mean, the last couple of days is just incredible. Just looking forward to seeing you guys, what you guys do in the future. I'm going to take myself down. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to read each and every super chat. I promise before I get off the air, I'll do another read-through like I did the other day. Hopefully I won't perish. There is, how long is this video? I wanted to play this, Memeology 101. Did this come out last night or today? I haven't seen it. Yeah, so I guess after we went off the air last night, or right around the time we went off the air, it came on. We'll play this, I'll read the super chats, and then we'll probably get out of there. Oh, and this is something, so during the show last night, Keemstar tweeted out that part where I said that, you know, Philly DeFranco had his hands in Boogie's pockets without him even knowing. And he tagged Boogie and he said, laugh my fucking ass off, poor Boogie. And then Boogie said, yep, felt a little thrown under the bus there. By Philly D. I mean, I'm assuming that's what he meant. So
yeah, that's what I took it as well.
Yeah, and I didn't see that while we were on the air last night. So I just wanted to update people. It's really hot in my room right now. I need that AC cranked up. Alright, let's hit
it. To talk about, but unfortunately I've been on the receiving end of just ridiculous accusation after ridiculous accusation regarding BetterHelp. People saying I'm this mastermind scammer who's running a Ponzi scheme.
Never said you were the only one. Your network is just one of many that are working side by side with BetterHelp.
About that counseling service, I've used it, I've loved it.
Even with the explanation video and the video on Thursday, he's still promoting the service.
YouTubers. Also, and it's not just a shtick from a sponsor read, it is a service I personally use, a service I personally love. In addition to recommending it in sponsored videos, I recommend it to friends and family, especially friends and family that are like, oh, I don't have the time to talk to someone. I've made no secret whatsoever that they've sponsored my videos in the past. And today, an awesome brought to you by BetterHelp.com/DeFranco. BetterHelp.com/DeFranco. I hit that note because certain versions of this story involve me sneaking in some sort of sponsorship, which is just not accurate. And how would that even make sense since my name's literally in the URL?
He did manage affiliate links without first informing certain creators that he is getting a cut as a partner.
Look, there's the Road Rocket. I wish I could see that.
I don't know what Road Rocket is, so you know for a fact, like.
Yes.
So if I go to roadrocket.com, yep, there's the
right there up top.
Yep, I do see it. So that's if you go for if that's
you just look at it through the here's the
you get that if you go. Well, I guess DeFranco's been. I guess I've made DeFranco literally dozens of dollars.
Yeah, there's the link.
Probably.
You guys can check it.
Yep, I see it right there. Holy shit! Affiliate plus UTM
So you're saying you didn't know anything about this? Like, this is just...
No, man. I don't fucking ask questions like this, dude. Like, the whole reason I work with the brand manager is so I don't have to ask questions like this. He's like, here's the deal, here's the product, try the product, if I like it,
Boogie himself stated that he didn't know DeFranco's company was behind the affiliate link.
Also, an important part that has been excluded or glossed over by some telling this story, I immediately suspended my sponsorships with them moving forward.
This is a lie, as the affiliate links under other creators that have Rogue Rocket on the URL are still active.
And I announced that last week when I first learned of the concerning language in their terms and conditions.
DeFranco and his whole news network don't care to read the terms of service before the sponsorship basically.
I immediately suspended new sponsorships and I immediately reached out to them for a comment. If you want to see their full response and what the concern from many was, you can watch the actual video. Essentially, the TLDR of the response is that BetterHelp has a team that is dedicated to rigorously vetting the counselors that use the service.
The terms of service directly contradicts this statement.
As far as the concerning words in their terms and conditions, they said that this is essentially legalese, legal language that was meant to be provided, also adding that they would modify it moving forward.
Moving forward, as in removing it entirely as of October 4th.
And as I mentioned, they will not be returning unless one, they change those terms and conditions to a place that makes me feel overwhelmingly comfortable. And two, I go to their offices in person, speak with their team in person, see their policies and procedures in action. Additionally, I want to talk to them and get responses in regard to a variety of complaints and
Why of all of the creators are you the one covering their PR move and going as far as to visit them?
Also, on top of this, a thing that has been excluded or glossed over by several of the people telling this story, I've involved a third-party journalist. And all of this, of course, is still developing. I reached out to the journalist that covered the controversy around BetterHelp.
Question 2. I covered the story and later several other people on the platform. We still don't know who is the unbiased journalist he is sending.
I want to address some fantastic new accusations that have come up from what has been deemed a gotcha moment from my Thursday video. I've seen accusations ranging from Philip DeFranco actually runs BetterHelp, or he owns part of it, or he's invested in it, or he's the mastermind behind everything. No, none of that is true. As I mentioned last week, and this has been used as a gotcha moment, here, I'll play it. BetterHelp has been a sponsor of our videos. We've even partnered with them at a company level to help them with other sponsorships with other YouTubers. And so that clip has been misconstrued as, oh, that's the smoking gun. That is the evidence that Philip DeFranco, he is invested, he is part of it, he is the mastermind. No, and I'll explain this situation a little deeper. So at the beginning of this, I had my original sponsorship with BetterHelp, and it was just a win on all fronts. It was a sponsor that I personally used, a sponsor I personally trusted. It also brought in, of course, the sponsor brought in money, and unlike pretty much any sponsorship before, after I would do those spots, I would actually get messages from people thanking me for doing the spot. Some because they either personally enjoyed the service or they recommended it to a friend or family member and it was working out for them, and two, some others just seeing us onboarding a brand like BetterHelp as just taking away the stigma from talking to someone about what you're going through.
He's still going on a tangent about how good the service is on this explanation video that continues to be one-sided.
And actually, also while we're on this note, a popular narrative that has moved forward is that just everyone from the get-go, they were like, oh, BetterHelp's a scam. You look online, just people complaining. And of course, like with any service, there are going to be bad reviews, and some overwhelmingly bad reviews. But if you search, and I searched again this morning, if you search BetterHelp reviews, the person that pops up has 287 reviews, 4.2 rating, ecounseling.com, 90 reviews, 3.9 rating, Trustpilot, 7.3. Additionally, on the Better Business Bureau website, we have a customer rating of 4.4 stars, and it actually has a Better Business Bureau rating of 8+.
The BBB cannot be used as a legitimate partner in this situation, as it is a private organization that gives one the option to pay to remove bad reviews.
Also, there have been people claiming that I'm preying on the mentally ill.
Let's pause it. Zidane, you brought that up last night, did you not?
Yeah, because I worked for a company that we used to get letters in the Better Business Bureau, and they would send it to us and say, hey, we've got these bad reviews. They would print out the reviews.
Torpedoes astern.
These reviews look bad for you, Goy. Maybe you want to send us a check. We'll take care of that for you. That's about how it works.
It's literally that easy.
Wow. All right, let's continue at 6:20.
In fact, if you scrub through the bad reviews, while there's a variety of reasons. As far as the two main complaints, the first one was people being charged and it was being connected to a free trial of BetterHelp, which on that note, our sponsorships are integrations with BetterHelp. They are not free trial memberships. It is a purchase. When you go through the process, you get a page like this. But then also, too, you get some people leaving bad reviews because they were being turned away from the service.
Which is not transparent at all, as the YouTubers that claim that they have used the service also claim to suffer severe depression and anxiety, have not been turned away, while viewers that have tried to enroll have just received automatic responses to get help someplace else because their cases are too severe.
And this is an important note that I want to hit on because it's not just that BetterHelp turned them away.
By the way, let me clarify. We're at 710. This is not, the speed has not been increased. This is actually how fast DeFranco talks. I just want to put that out there. All right, 710.
If you look at BetterHelp's response to individuals like this, they recommend and even link to help you find face-to-face therapists, and they also link to incredibly important resources like crisis hotlines, suicide hotlines. And in fact, to read an email that someone received, they were about BetterHelp said to them, we determined that online counseling with BetterHelp may not be the best option for you. Online counseling is still new and is not the most effective form of therapy for everybody. However, you deserve to get the best help possible, and seeking for help is certainly a step in the right direction. We recommend considering traditional face-to-face therapy, and you can find many available therapists in your area by clicking here, and then adding, if you are in a crisis or if you need immediate help, please look at these resources. And so what you see with a situation like that is BetterHelp could make money off of that person if they wanted, but instead the company opts to give that person the resources to deal with their specific situation.
Yes, but again, the website itself in the FAQ section contradicts that with a study that states BetterHelp is the better option than face-to-face therapy.
Right, a situation that is more serious may call for more serious measures. We all do not have the same issues that we're working through. The main point through our experience, it was a good product and sponsor with a good purpose, and it was well received. And so following this success, the positive reaction, I negotiated a deal with BetterHelp.
Here is where DeFranco confesses where the investment from the Patreon money went.
Make it so that I could also connect them with other YouTubers like an ad agency would. We connect some content creators, we set them up, we handle their daily numbers, we make sure they get paid. If they have any questions or need any help, we can be there for them. And then on the other end, BetterHelp, if they have any questions regarding, do you think this person would be good or something along those lines, we can advise. And for all of this, like an ad agency would, we take a percentage of the sponsorship.
Yes, but DeFranco Elite was funded by your viewers on Patreon to build a news network, not an ad agency.
As far as why we would want to operate as kind of a small third-party ad agency is that's been a small goal of our company. As I mentioned before, we had this sponsor that was just seen as a winner on all fronts. And at the same time, I knew of several creators that were having a hard time finding sponsors for their fantastic content. And so it just seemed like a no-brainer that we would take this win on all fronts, connect those people, we'd handle everything for them, and then like an agency does, we take a small percentage for the connection and the upkeep.
At first, DeFranco promoted BetterHelp as just another sponsored creator, hiding the true nature of their relationship, which he reveals he is a partner and not just an affiliate. Hiding this relationship...
Let me pause it at 9:30. Dances with Clams in the regular chat says he's an overclocked NPC. Alright, 9:30.
While providing testimonials himself and sponsoring the service after the fact goes against FTC guidelines.
And this part dives even deeper into our long-term business model. It's been a side goal of mine to have an in-house sales team, have essentially a small agency. I mean, everything we do is crowd-funded through DeFranco Elite. It is self-funded. We go out there and we make deals with brands. And so part of our business model moving forward was that, you know, we've done so much legwork to have direct connection to brands rather than working through other agencies.
Yes, but the true nature of your relationship with BetterHelp wasn't revealed until we exposed you. They didn't change their terms of service until we exposed them on October 4th as well. And it wasn't until we exposed all of you that they fired the counselor under rape allegations.
Oh, funny how he just disappeared.
So what if a new part of the company expanded what we're already doing with our existing sponsors and brought it to other fantastic YouTubers? For example, and I think this is something that started the whole snowball effect, we negotiated Shane Dawson's deal with and for him and his team. And that's why our company's name shows up when you go to Shane's link. It allows us to be able to provide him with daily conversion numbers, you know, how many people are signing up.
You promoted his series knowing his affiliates would benefit yourself, and you did not let anyone know about it until now, violating FTC guidelines again.
Also, and this is because there's been a point of confusion, there have also been users like Boogie2988. He was unsure why my company name was in his referral URL. The reason for that is because I don't get handed several other creators directly, which can take a lot of time. You don't want that agency to feel like you stepped on their toes because this whole business is all about relationships. So we just went through an agency we already knew that he had been working with.
Which means you went behind creators' backs to provide links that in the end would benefit Rogue Rocket, undisclosed until now, another FTC violation.
So just like we do with the creators we work with directly, we provide that agency all those numbers for him. So part of our company here operates as a third-party ad agency, and they're providing a service for all of these people.
Again, you were funded for a news network that has yet to exist, not an ad agency.
That said, as far as what is next, what is upcoming? One, this morning, the founder of
Shilling, if I had to guess.
a really long meeting post about everything that has transpired. In it, he addresses the terms and condition problem as well as other accusations. As far as what is next for me, I currently have our team just scrubbing through accusations.
The last one standing.
The goal is to try and get to the BetterHelp offices and speak with the team, as I mentioned this week. And also on that note, personally, we have an experience. If you can provide any sort of evidence that what you're saying is accurate, I would love to bring those same situations up.
Franco and his team are taking down the yard if they are not involved in an ad
this week, but also now because of the BetterHelp situation is a priority to try to get to their office this week.
Problem with the schedule because of BetterHelp. Why not stop the sponsorship? His relation with the company is still a matter of investigation. On a final note, if they are so transparent, why did they change the number of customers from 4 million to only 400,000?
Good questions. Very good questions. Wow, wait, hold, can we go back? Hold on. Let's hear that part again. 1254.
1,000.
4 million. Here's the screenshot. 4 million. Over 4 million people signed up. What do they think? Let's continue. What? Oh? Huh?
Holy shit, they just...
Wow, just 1-0. I mean, I'm sure it was an honest mistake. These are honest people, Zidane and Gator. Come on.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck, they're so shameless.
Just a typo, no big deal. Just stop asking questions, please. What's going on?
Just like deleting an entire paragraph from your POS.
That's so hard on us. I'm just trying to help people.
They think no one's gonna notice this shit?
BetterHelp. Help is right there in the name, guys. They just want to help people.
By the end of this, BetterHelp is gonna need the site like BetterHelp.
If they make a few million on the side, I mean, you know, they're doing good things, right? Philip DeFranco uses this service himself. Helps him be the guy he knows he can be.
When all this comes out and he gets fucking caught for being a fraudster, it's gonna actually need a real therapist.
I like that they're going the FTC route because these are blatant violations. All right, 1304, 7 seconds. I think that's pretty much it, though. I have to cough, though, so.
If you want to respond to this video, I encourage you to do so.
All right, I encourage you to do so. Memology's channel, Karen linked it in the chat. Here's the video. Please go like it. Sub to his channel. We've been promoting this guy hardcore because he's absolutely just blown this out of the water. Wow, he's got almost 900 dislikes. The Franco fans. Ugh. How can you dislike that video? It's all right there in black and white, so to speak. I mean,
BetterHelp shields.
That's pathetic.
You know, when they're not helping people, they're going into YouTube and disliking stuff.
Zidane, Gator, you guys gonna do a post show tonight?
No, I'm not. I did one earlier. I think I'm gonna do them
that's right.
earlier because of work stuff. So
pre-mortem.
Yeah, it was like a pre-post.
Show them what we've got, chaps.
Yeah, I went like what 5 o'clock-ish. I'm gonna try to do that again if I get off work. If not, like 6-ish.
What did you guys think about the show tonight?
It was entertaining.
Yeah. Completely unbiased opinion. Yeah. Well,
right, just the tiniest bit.
Small. Alright, well, thank you, gentlemen, once again for helping me anchor the kill streak. One and only. I guess we really are.
You never know. You never know what you're gonna get on the kill streak.
You really don't. You really don't. Alright, I'll see you guys again tomorrow night.
Of course. As always.
Alright, it's just me now, and I made a promise that I was going to read all these generous super chats, and I'm going to. Sweet Forward says, IBS2, the screeching, I did kind of have a flashback to that. Snobby Lon says, Ralph, you sound a lot less sick. I really appreciate you giving us something awesome to look forward to every damn day. Well, thank you. Like I said, a lot of times it just kind of falls in our lap, especially this past week or two. I mean, we still put in some prep time, but a lot of this just falling right in our lap. And Grease Pounder says, I say Chugasaw, not Donga. Lucky Contrarian says, to be honest, the first place I heard Donga posting was on BYBS, but wow, he is his own worst enemy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just trying to trademark, memes or memeing. It's kind of stupid. Apocalypse Lemon says, false Digistar DBZ says, here comes the gym money. Jack Draper says, why is the Austin trying to Old Angry Normie says, Medicare versus DeFranco, go. Ronson says, Jim plus Pewds equals best anime crossover. Colin Stevens says, Cryogenes, king of backdoor blood sports. Omega Vele says, Diogenes, low spur energy, 3 out of 10. Next. Cornelius Finch says, Diogeny equals angsty beta trying to act alpha online. I think that's it. Even Homer 101 says, keep muting Fatty, keep spurging though, shit is funny.
Fighter
already agree. Ron Sturgeon says, kill ton Blitzkrieg in the chat, gang. Okie Chobi blowjob says he doesn't. And then he kept, that was a contradiction.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern. Torpedo tubes destroyed.
Phoenix 76 says stream.
Hull breach. We're taking on water.
Omni Felix says spread your ass, Dodgeries. I got more. Richard Brown says who the hell is this? Says just tuned in and the autism was already palpable. It was. Internet tab says why is he so sucking cock? RMYT, which I don't know what that stands for, but Philip Skipataris says off Diogenes. Logan Van Dusen says, well, that escalated quickly. Phoenix Smith says, kick the handicap kid. Hill Turn News says, $10 deal we'll never see from me. Cass Diesel says, press 1 for Ralph to tag in Jim. Digistar DBZ says, hashtag Bloodsports isn't dead. Kian Green says, you only Donga posted in super chats. That's true. I think I did one outside of the super chats, maybe 2, but yeah, mostly I was just reading those. I mean, I'm having fun.
Fighter returning to ship.
I didn't invent it. I'll throw it out. Evan Gale says, thought this was Medicare.
I've already been to sleep and woken up.
Thanks, Ralph.
Crazy nigga.
Colin Stevens says, I'm going to put my nuts in the
I
drum
just
set.
fucked off.
That was an inspired take.
At least you're back again.
Philip Skitaris says, Sugar Diogenes. Herder says, haha, the dude just said he wants a taste.
All work and no play makes me Lixon a dull boy.
Yeah, right there out the fucking old-fashioned type way.
Yeah. Soon I'll be coming after Melissa with an axe coming down through the door. Here's Melixon!
Here's Rob to War!
Here's a dog army!
I can't believe you just left. You went. You disappeared.
Yeah, I was tired, man. I was just.
I was like, he'll be back in a minute. He'll be back in a minute. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm going to bed.
I was like writing up, updating my lab journal, and after that I was just so I couldn't be fucked to turn off my computer, so I just laid on bed and fell asleep.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
Penetration confirmed.
They happen more often than you think.
That German though, what the fuck?
It's pretty funny, isn't it?
What pretty funny? You think he's coming back, or is he just just gonna fuck up?
Maybe.
Is he one of the Germans that I talked to?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's that German. But, he's a German. Kind of reminds me of Augustus, but then German.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, well, I think Augustus in his own way has learned to deal with the constant beratement.
Augustus gives what he gets, doesn't he? Does a good job, even though it's low level.
No, but I remember, like in the beginning, it was triggered more easily. You know? Very easy to get him on the.
To me, it still is.
Well, it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, there's been evolution there.
Fire.
It's just cool character.
Fighter
I think you can now destroy his motorbike in GTA without him. Completely. He might be pissed if he's not gonna.
Oh yeah, whenever we complete a mission or a heist thing, I destroy his car. It's he destroys mine.
Torpedoes to port.
That seems like he's been desensitized.
Torpedo tubes
You know what?
destroyed. Fire.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
You still writing your papers? I think you should become the hit feminist science paper. You write like 9 papers, just copy all of
I should do like I could probably like fake some lab results and show how the patriarchy is genetically engineered into males.
Take it all from Mein Kampf. Write like 10 papers.
No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually like take DNA samples from random men, and then I'm gonna plot them out on a geoelectrophoresis chart, so you can see all their basically sequence their DNA. And then I'm gonna put it into these nice results, and I'm just gonna write up a whole paper about how this shows that the patriarchy is genetic. They can't check it because they probably don't know anything about genetics anyway, so they're just gonna send it in and they're gonna, oh yeah, this is nice. They're just gonna publish it.
What will your doctor name be?
Dr. Van der Nieuwengiesen.
No, I think it should be like you spell Mengels, but you remove like
Mongols.
Oh no, yeah, but it still says
Dr.
Mengels,
Mongol.
but it's like a silent L or some shit. Dr. Mengels says this is correct.
You probably couldn't publish it in a social journal though, because they don't deal with genetics. I mean, all those journals are very topic specific. They won't go out of their.
I reckon they might. Yeah, but if you put it in and say, "This is why white men are more dominant over all females," is your conclusion or some shit, they probably will.
No, but that's the thing. Like, even doesn't matter what your end conclusion is. as long as it, like that's the whole point of peer review, is that you send it into a paper where there's other people that deal in the same field as you do. Because if you send it, like, if I would send like a fucking theoretical physics paper into a psychology journal, they wouldn't know what to do with it, even if the conclusion was, well, because of time quantum dilation, people sometimes tend to go back on their choices. That could be a conclusion if you research that. But look, the thing is, it's not. They could not check if my statements are correct because they're not working in like theoretical physics. So they couldn't. They don't know what the fuck's happening.
That video, right, where he sends in that paper, that it's like literally just a mind camp with different.
Yeah, sure, but
they
like
accept that.
But
so
but you missed the point of the paper, because or the video. In the beginning, they were actually they had been sending in articles before that, right? But they weren't published because they didn't have the right rhetoric, didn't vibe with the actual like feminist thought structure. You know, they had to actually do research into the whole terms and how the whole feminist paradigm is constructed, and only then could they like fucking get the papers published. So what they did is actually get the whole piece of Mein Kampf, but they did alter it in such a way that it was like now feminist approved. And I mean, in some ways, if you just probably change the word Jew into male and just kind of maybe add some more buzzwords. Yeah, right. Shit like that. But if you do that, then it's probably vibing much more with their with sort of the feminist ideology. Because it is kind of. I mean, lately it's been just kind of fuck men, right? And Mein Kampf is just a book about fuck Jews, right? So I mean, if you just change everything every time Jews are mentioned into men or male, then probably vibe a lot with the current thought structure of the feminists, so it would be quite easy to get it accepted. I think that's what happened. Also, I also think they probably didn't read it very extensively. I mean, somebody should have noticed something weird with it, right?
Enemy battleship detected.
I know, I was also talking about the Forest thing, right? Where they check if you're plagiarized shit.
Yeah.
So something went very wrong when they accepted the paper.
I think it's more deliberate. I think they're not checking it because it's so biased towards their political view. That
Maybe.
They accept it because it helps them.
Maybe. By the way, it's not. It does show like how intellectually bankrupt the whole movement is.
Yeah.
They can't even like filter out papers that are obviously meant as fucking satire or joke.
I reckon if you were to write one in favour of white men, stop it. Masculinity or whatever the fuck it was, I'd probably reject it.
Enemy battleship sighted.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. Fire! Attention, reporting a target's position. Attention, reporting a target's position. warship. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Enemy cruiser detected.
All stations, concentrate fire on that target. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Fire!
Set a smoke screen. Fighter airborne. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Set a smoke screen. I need help. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target. Much obliged, Commander.
What the fuck?
What?
I just found a game called House Flipper where you basically do all the fucking chores. Like fucking refurbish your bathroom and shit. What
You
the
don't
fuck
sit
would you,
there.
what the fuck would you do
Robo
this?
Simulator?
Oh, that sounds even worse.
Affirmative.
Fire!
Seems like something I got to collect.
Problem solved,
It's
sir.
actually about cleaning and repainting your house.
All stations.
Then you start off with this fucking house. Just cracked pipes and trash everywhere and everything's shit. And you fix it. So bored that they're actually making video games about practical stuff.
I guess it does a market.
Apparently. The reviews are very positive. But I guess it's original. I've never seen anything like this.
Torpedoes to port.
Oh, there's even like houses where there's fucking blood everywhere and shit. All the shit. Oh, you can get DLC for the like post-apocalyptic house after you're gone or some shit.
Problem solved, sir.
Why haven't like RPGs really evolved any significantly?
What was the question?
Well, why have RPGs not really evolved? Like online role-playing games not really evolved after like World of Warcraft. It's like, I mean, most of them just got worse. Like, yeah, there's.
Well, you could argue. Use Mass Effect as a good example, where Mass Effect 1 is a space RPG with shoot mechanic, real-time mechanics sort of thing.
But is it like an open world where you not like World of Warcraft?
Well, it's not open world, but it is an RPG game because you have.
No, okay, but I mean like a massive online MMO, right?
Because they're too expensive. Warcraft.
But they make a lot of money off it, though, too, right? If you do it well, like World of Warcraft should like
so Warcraft
make Blizzard tons of money, right?
Well, the reason why Warcraft is so successful is the IP is solid. The mechanics are easy to use. It's hard to not hard to master, but it becomes a level of skill that is required. Like you have to know what you're doing to be successful. Then there's group and community interaction with Raiden and guilds and stuff like that.
Sure, but why couldn't you take that formula, put it in like put it in fucking Elder Scrolls or something, but just enhance the whole thing by bringing the whole but it's like worse than World of Warcraft. Elder Scrolls Online is it's kind of sucky.
This is because companies, and this is the problem. This is why Warcraft is an interesting topic of discussion for just MMOs in general.
I mean, I guess they're trying it with Star Citizen, and I hope they succeed. They're really ambitious about it.
Well,
I think if they can actually pull off like half of the shit they want to put in, it will be better than World of Warcraft in a lot of ways.
No. So the reason why every MMO or MMORPG has failed because of that come after Warcraft is because it wasn't World of Warcraft, and it's because they copied World of Warcraft, but then they're like, oh, ours is like Warcraft, but then we have this as well. Instead of making their own thing and not copying Warcraft and innovating, they're like, Warcraft is making billions of dollars. Let's copy that and make billions of dollars. And we're kind of seeing the same thing with loot boxes. So Overwatch has loot boxes, and then they're like, okay, Overwatch is making shit tons of fucking billions of dollars. We need to copy what they're doing. So you get loot boxes in Battlefield.
Yeah. So what you're saying that the aim is not to improve on it anymore. It's just merely to copy it.
Well, this thing, they don't have the talent in the gaming industry to take the risk to make their own thing. This is why we have
or they just don't want to. You just don't want to like take the risks to actually try to improve the shit and then have the risk of it flopping because they modified the formula too much or something like that.
And this is the thing. When PS1 came out, right, there were a load of high concept different types of games because the new medium was 3D. So you had literally top-down asymmetric pirate ship games where you had to go through the level and shoot stuff on land and sea. Like there's a lot of concept work. Everyone lapped it up and they enjoyed the games that they did. You got a variety of everything. So you had Star Wars games where it was mostly FMV. It's called Rebel Assault. You'd have shooting sections where your character is kind of like the Mortal Kombat, so they've recorded the guy in the different positions, and then you move the gun to shoot shit and stuff like that. And then after that, big hits on PS1, then amalgamated into sequels for PS1, and they made even more money. And then the other companies that don't innovate, they copy. So you had Gran Turismo. So moving on to PS2, you had Gran Turismo. And it was a really good, it's like a realistic driving simulator. You could buy cars, you could do them up, you know, compete in different types of races around the world. And then you had Forza, which did the same thing, but they changed it with like online multiplayer and stuff. Then you had the console wars intermingled in between that. So you need a Gran Turismo game on Xbox to compete with Gran Turismo. But we also need to bring a Forza game out every time so people don't go and play Gran Turismo because we don't bring a game out. And then they're stuck in like a fucking shitty feedback loop. And you saw the decline of rally games. PS1 you had Colin McRae Rally and V Rally and all that type of thing. And then they did okay, and then they did EA did these weird different types of rally games with the weird styles and stuff, like Grit or I can't remember what it is. The same. It was a popular rally game, but then that died out because no one brought it because they kept bringing it out every year. But it's feedback loop. So once you're in that feedback loop, no one wants to take a risk because it's guaranteed money. Even if the money and it's not creatively worth it, but it's like, hey, look, if we just make a sequel to this and change a few things, we're guaranteed to get money.
Now there's also this thing that where I think the whole, if you want to push the boundary, you have to put in so much effort and in designing the game and working out how these new mechanics work, because it's like creating a game has become more complicated as the technology also.
I disagree.
Well, no. I mean, look at fucking 8-bit games. That's not hard to program. That's fucking easy. Like there's been a successive. There's been layers upon layers upon layers of shit you need to know. That's why you can't have like one guy design a game anymore. You need like multiple people to actually do different stuff in the game. Like you have textures designers, you have level designers, you have people who work exclusively with making assets for a game. You have people who work on the fucking art and all the fucking lore shit surrounding it. You know, I mean, it used to be very simple. You just needed one guy who just could program shit, and then he could basically do it by himself. Usually there would be more people working, of course, but it's like one guy could do it in a reasonable amount of time. That's not possible anymore. So the whole production process has become more expensive. I mean, look at Kenshi, right? That's just one guy doing it, and it's like I like Kenshi for what it is. I mean, graphically it's dog shit, but like the animations are shit. Everything's pretty shitty, but like the whole concept is pretty cool. So that's why I like Kenshi. But it shows you why it's hard to make, like especially when you're an indie developer or just a small-sized studio, to make like a great video game, because it costs so much to actually do the work, right? And the big developers would be capable of making these progressions in any gaming genre. They can really push the boundaries. They don't want to, because they're stuck in these feedback loops of making money with the same formula.
It's also not just the feedback loops. It's the company that they're part of. So you take Elite Dangerous, for example. So when Starts this was announced, so holy shit, a sequel to fucking Starts. What's a fucking Freelancer? Like even I heard about it. I was like, shit, I like Freelancer. And Freelancer, I played the shit out of Freelancer, and I didn't even know about Elite Dangerous, but like the freedom that you had, like you could go anywhere in Freelancer. It's like only 50 worlds and that. You could go anywhere and you could just randomly meet the people, and it was limited and shit. And then when they said that they're going to make Star Citizen, it's going to be like Freelancer, but it's going to be updated, and they see all them videos and shit, I was like, holy fuck. And then Elite comes along, and the only reason why Elite came along is because Star Citizen, they had all that money from Star Citizen on Kickstarter.
No.
And you can see with Elite where they clobbled it together and they just using it to make money. They didn't change anything from the old one when they made it during the 80s and shit. And then that's when they're stuck in that, hey look, we've made this and now it's a space game and it's the most innovative thing. It's like, oh no, you've just updated the graphics and you've not really put much effort into it. If you think about it, if they'd have done that before, if Braven had just gone, hey look, let's just make Elite Dangerous and actually put the stuff in that we want, you know? And it would come out, it would have been I don't think they'd had the innovation to make it a good game because of the way that he runs. It's the way that their company is run. It's there for the money, to make money instead of making the games. Which is a shame. I always bring it up. EA used to be called Electronic Arts, and it's just called EA, and they changed the name to EA. Like, it's not about making
art anymore.
Yeah, kind of anymore. The whole Braven's company is they need to make money to pay back the shareholders, to give the dividend to the shareholders. That's the only reason why Elite Dangerous exists. It doesn't exist because he wanted to make a space game, you know. It's all when you talk about complexity and stuff like that. Mass Effect 1 had a really varied skill tree, and you could build different characters and yourself in unique ways and stuff. And then you look at Mass Effect 2 and you have 5 abilities on each character. You're like, oh well, they took away the complexity, but then the gameplay is still, it's like 100%. You know, I get rushed and they're gonna fuck me, so I need to counter what they're doing. And the story and stuff. These are all in. It's what make Mass Effect 2 better than Mass Effect 1. No, Mass Effect 1 is like the concept. Mass Effect 2 is like refining of it, and then Mass Effect 3 is we need to make money. Yeah, money. Mass Effect 3 is fucking rushed. It pisses me off. I tried to get in cover and I do some combat roll and I won't get into cover. Like, the uniqueness, like Mass Effect 1, when you pull your weapon out and you're running but you're aiming with it, you have this like bob to how you move, and it's kind of realistic. You have that a little bit in number 2, like they refined it so it wasn't over
the top.
Yeah, and it's kind of realistic. And then number 3, it's like I'm walking on a conveyor belt and I don't really move or anything. Like, what the fuck? Why change that? It's like, is it because it's an engine change? You can see with the multiplayer Mass Effect 3, they did the story, and then EA, the company itself, are like, look, we need you to make something that'll give us money over time instead of a big payout, which is stupid, really.
Just looking at the roadmap for Star Citizen, it's kind of depressing. They're gonna push out 3.6 in the second quarter of 2019. This game is gonna be my 30s when this shit comes out, if it does. That's sick.
It'll be worth it, I reckon.
I hope so.
There's hope for this. Like in the bar, like I said to Sucker, I appreciate in the bar what he's doing. Like, he's taken away all of the constraints of the company. They're like, oh well, just sell it now, and then you can fix it later on, and then you get the Elite Dangerous. But then
you're talking about Roberts.
Yeah, but then there's, like Stucker says, there's that other problem where he's got no one to tell him that he can't do it, so he's just gonna keep going and putting money, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, he basically has sort of unlimited resources at this point, you know. I mean, there's still people buying into this shit. Well, it's not even done, and they already had that buffer of what is it, 250 million or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's like, well, it's not unlimited, but you can really stretch out development for a long time with that money, right? So, I don't know, I'm not sure what he does with it, like how money actually goes into his own bank account, right? But, I mean, because after, let's say after he's finished, after, let's say it takes another 5 years, which I think is reasonable. At the speed this is going, 5 years, I think they could make that. No, wait, oh wait, I can do the calculation actually. They add like, 0.1 version out every quarter, so it's like, oh fuck, we're fucked. See, okay, so we're at right now we're in the quarter 4 of 2018. Oh wait, sometimes it jumps though. Sometimes it jumps up like half a thing. All right, let me do the math real quick. So we say they're doing their slowest rate. It's like 1% per quarter. There's 4 quarters in a year. Oh, this is gonna take a long while. So we're at 3.3 minus. Oh wait. Are we actually going to like? Oh wait, I think I. when they're talking about different versions they're bringing out, like right, like they have the patch 3.20. That doesn't mean they're going to like 10, right? There's no set limit to these patches, is there?
I don't know. I don't follow it. I haven't been on.
No, but I mean, usually when they talk about patches, it doesn't work like that.
Well, it depends on how much development is done in that cycle, I guess.
Oh, I know, but it's like when you look at Kenshi, they're talking about his patch numbers go to from like 0.20 to 1, and 1 is like the version they bring out, but it doesn't work like that in Star Citizen.
But I don't know what their internal
Their
workings
scheme
are.
is not me neither. I wanted to do like a calculation, but I have no end date to work to, so I don't know. Wait, isn't the roadmap maybe say that? Oh, this is the roadmap, fuck. Patient interest. Well, I mean, even I'm looking at 3.6 they want to push out in the second quarter of 2019, and they're still doing fairly basic improvements. Weapons and items, core tech entries. During service, but yeah. Anyway, it's gonna take a long time. Well, wouldn't there be like a more efficient way to do this if you have that much money to your exposure?
Well, it depends, I guess. Depends how big it starts at St. Team is. So then there's disagreements with team management and stuff like that as well. I have a couple of game ideas. I got the Nuclear Whales thing.
Yeah.
I want it to be a side-scroll and beat 'em up with weapons and upgrade system stuff, but I can't do it because I just don't know how to make. I don't know how to do Unity. I need someone to do it. I need like 4 people to help me in Unity to do it, and then with them 4 people, we could just finish the game. You know?
Yeah.
It's easy. But then I want to do like I want to do a football game, but I want to call it Terry. Yeah, wait, I want to call it Terry Henry. Because you make your footballer, and then you choose a club, and then all the tabloid stuff from whatever football shit has happened. So your friend in the team comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, can I borrow some money?" That you have a choice, and you choose. The choices will be like you give him the money. So if you give him, it'll be like give him the money, give him half the money, refuse to give him the money. Like another choice, but if you give him the money, it comes up like it'll be turn-based as well. So you click in turn, and then like you see in the news reports, like local footballer caught in a drug bust with money to pay off drugs debt or some shit, and he gets arrested, and then he's in jail, and then he misses the next game. Then or like the 4th choice would be like you go with him to pay the money. As then you get caught in the drug bust or some shit like that. But it'd be edgy as fuck. So you have another one where it's like underage teen goes to police after having drug and sex-filled night with footballer. Like she was at the party, but you didn't really do anything with her. She's just doing it for the press. So you have to go to a press conference and tell them and go to the police interview and shit. You have to survive like a whole season there without getting sold or fired and shit.
You know what I want to do is I want to make a spiritual successor to Black and White. Just reboot that franchise sort of, but not with maybe not with the same characters like the devil and the guy on the cloud. Like, but make a god game.
I never played Black and White.
What? You never played Black and White? It was fucking amazing. Yeah. Still is great. Very good game. It's a shame that the Lion CEO never really made like the sequel was okay, but it wasn't really that good. Like graphically was pretty well put together, but it's just I don't know, just didn't work. I think what would be cool is having like a Black and White game, but more sort of like actually make it more realistic in the sense that you can like be sort of a Islamic god, and you can be like Christian god, or you can be fucking Indian elephant man with 5 arms.
Do the pantheon.
Yeah, right. So you can be like
Zeus.
one of the Greek. Yeah, right. And then yeah, you can actually, like in Black and White, you can actually take over villages with your religion, right? And so in this game, you can basically do the same. And in Black and White, you had a lot of these sort of villager side quest stories, right? So you had like villagers praying, and you could like go and check out the prayer, and then you would go get like a cutscene where you get the story of the villager, and you could help them out with your magical abilities and shit. Yeah, you can do something like this too, but you can actually like replay Islamic stories from the Quran, or replay Bible stories in a way, you know, like fucking this devil character comes up and he makes some sort of bet with you to torment one of your villagers, right? Because he's it's kind of like the Job story, you know. Like I think that would be cool.
He's on a boat and you make a storm and shit.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, you can like you did play Fable, right?
Yeah.
Well, like Lionhead Studio had sort of Fable has a big nudge and a wink kind of humor and style to it, right? It's kind of it has some sort of it doesn't take itself too serious, you know. The same was with Black and White. It was kind of it kind of joked around with itself, and it's kind of worked pretty well. I think you should put that in, especially if you're gonna make it like about fucking all these different religions. You should kind of make it kind of diffuse kind of the tension in that by making it a little bit funny, and make the game able to laugh about itself, right?
I'm talking about campness.
Campness? What's campness?
Yeah, you make it campy.
That's campy? No, I don't know the phrase. I don't know what that means. Well, anyways, I'm gonna fuck up now.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you too, bitch! Tell the other faggots I was here.
I will.
Right.